Hey, everybody. What's happening in 2024? Hmm. Well, some of the things that are happening in 24 are the same as what we've been doing in 2023. But for us, some things are changing. We're going to be doing some newer things, some different things. One is training in pack for leadership. So, leadership training, that's going to happen. And we're going to be more in person. Yes. And we're going to be traveling around the world pretty much. So, just to give you a heads up, I do need a cheat sheet for this one because it's more than five, more than 10. Ooh, it's a lot. So, this is what the year sort of looks like. Now we're kicking it off. I'm kicking it off with a family trip with some of the family to Salt Lake City for some skiing. Some sliding down a hill for me. Some of them will be skiing. I probably will be doing something minimal. However, after that, I'm back for Newport News, where we're doing some video filming of interviews of carers, which is part of our series that is going to be available. And it's going to be a pretty new, dynamic, available set of resources for people who are living with someone living with brain changes, or are they? And if they are, how do you do this without causing undue harm? So that series is going to become available. We'll tell you more about it as it actually finishes up. Carolyn Lukert, huge part of the development of this, as has been a funder and a resource and a person with lived experience as a carer for his wife in Newport News. So more to come on that one. But after that, I'm in Roanoke, Virginia. Then I'm in Gastonia. In between times, I'm back here in Hillsborough. And then we do our retreat. Everybody's coming together. Well, a lot of us are coming together. Some folks can't make it. So we'll have to figure that piece out. Then I'll be in Jupiter, Florida. And then I'm going out to the Adler Symposium. It's back on the map, where I'll be hearing what's the latest bench research going on? What's the latest clinical research going on around the world? And I have the good fortune to be invited to listen in and ask questions from the consumer side of the street. In that, I often do some translation. So I'm really curious what they think is happening in the world of dementia while they're sharing what's happening in their world. Oh, and then I'm in Ocala, Florida, and then San Antonio doing a program for AMDA. And from there, I'll head off to Australia, where we're doing programs in Sydney, Adelaide, maybe in we'll see where we go after that. Canberra, we're still looking at where we're going to finish that trip. But from there, we're going over to Malaysia. And after Malaysia, we're going to be visiting multiple islands in Hawaii. Not visiting, doing programs, but visiting as well, getting to see some good friends and meet some new folks. Then I'll be back in North and South Carolina to do something for hospice and palliative care here, up in Connecticut, then out to Utah for a skills day and a presentation at the Assisted Living Association in Utah. Great group, really people-centered. Then I'll be down in Chile for a program with with Juan Carlos, a mentor and mentor with PAC, who's also doing an amazing job of international work in Spanish. Then to Iowa. That's a bit of a change, eh? Then to Salem, Oregon, to work with Oregon Care Partners that we've been with for years, sharing information for, I'm sure, a large group presentation. Then I'll be heading over to the UK, both to England and to Wales, to work with new folks and folks that we know quite well over there. May slip in a little visit to Germany and France to visit some of our friends in those areas. Then it'll be Green Bay, Wisconsin, and then to San Diego and to New Holland, Pennsylvania. Then we'll go back. I'll be back in dementia-friendly Lancaster. Then I'm down at Project Lifesaver as one of their ambassadors, because we know elopement, search and rescue, huge, huge issue. So I'll be in Orlando for that. Then I'll be at the Senior Helpers Conference in San Antonio. Then I'll be working with BSO, one of our, we've done this for many times, up in Niagara Falls, one of the groups there. And then down to Greenville, South Carolina with the Methodist Church. And maybe to Iceland, still working out the details, up to Minnesota, then to Winnipeg, then to Dallas. And in between, I'll be coming back to Hillsborough. Sound like enough to do in a year? Surely seems like it. But in between times, we'll also be developing new ways of trying things, doing things, reinforcing the ways that already work, looking at building relationships to move forward, looking at how we can impact the world in a positive way when brains are changing to the good and not in the direction we wish they were changing, but how when we make choices to use what we have, we can make a difference. So hopefully some of those trips will result in who knows what. We won't know until we try, but without initiation, we have been doing some preparation. Without initiation, how do you get participation? And without participation, there's not a lot to evaluate. And without evaluation, you don't know whether to sustain what you're doing or switch. So here we go. Places, people. We'll have to have some props. We know what some of the programming is, but we won't know the other part till we get where we're going. And then we'll be exploring some possibilities. What are you doing in 2024? Hopefully we'll get to see you somewhere. And in the meantime, I'm on the internet a good bit, and I'll still be on Facebook every day, as far as we know. And we've got some new ways, some apps that are out there. We've got Rune, and we're developing some other apps that would allow you greater access. We also have YouTube, we have Instagram, we have LinkedIn, and of course, we'll get back to that TikTok thing. Anyway, see you again soon.
Hey folks, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to help us spread Teeps's positive approach message around the world. And don't forget to click the bell to get notified when new videos are posted.